Hello, my babies. 'Tis I, TheMegChan, and welcome to my very first tarot card reading on 8-Bit Tarot. This is my new tarot channel. I am not new to YouTube, though this channel is new and this video is new. On this channel, you will find various tarot readings that are kind of nerdy in its inheritance. And I have lots of different kinds of readings planned. Starting with the first one, this is a K-pop Demon Hunters themed reading. And I wanted to do, I believe the title is going to be, What Does Your Voice Sound Like? Which is based off the song, This Is What It Sounds Like, from the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. So I have 3 piles to choose from. We have Zoey here with the, also I have to mention, each one of these has the star on top of it. So what I really liked, or what I thought was a good interpretation, or a good, I guess, representative of like a card that represents the song, This Is What It Sounds Like. I thought the star basically represented that song very well. So, so that is why each reading will have the star. And actually, let me go ahead and just show you guys this. This is the reading that I have prepared in my trusty handy dandy notebook, which is a burger. So this is what I have planned for you guys today in each one of your piles. Ignore my terrible handwriting, but this will also include an extended reading, and that will be available on Etsy. And I may have another way to get the extended reading, but I do know that I will have an Etsy shop with these available if you want to purchase the extended reading. So starting with the free reading, up here we have the star card in the middle, and then we're doing an energy check for both of these cards here. So this will be like, kind of representing you and your energy, your current energy. So then the third card here is going to be your natural voice. So what your voice sounds like to yourself, what your, I guess, natural state of being is, your hidden layer. So something you might not know about yourself will come out here. So how others perceive you, how others hear you, hear your voice. And then your voice's power, which kind of goes into number 7 here, which is how you use your voice. So these are sort of, depending on how you interpret it, we'll see where the readings go. But I'm thinking this is how your life will be. Like what, how do you work? How do you love? How do you, what is in your future, basically. And what is part of your life, and what is suited for you. What does your voice sound like? So the extended reading, I wanted to do messages from your higher self, your guides, and the whole moon, because I felt like this just did not have much K-pop Demon Hunters representative here. The first card will be what your guides wish for you to know. What they want for you to stop. So what they want you to know, and what they want you to stop doing, or maybe something, a habit you have that they say that you should get rid of. A yes or no question of your choosing will be card number 3. That can be literally be any question you can think of, as long as it's a yes or no. And then when will blank happen for the 4th one. So that's a timing card for that. And again, I might draw clarifiers just depending on how the readings go. I've never done this before, but I have done tarot readings before, so we'll see how things go. And I'm really excited to get this started. So yeah, that's the extended. This is the main free reading. So let's go ahead and get started with the cards and your decks here. So Zoey here has the star representing the Gourmet tarot deck. And you can pick based off of the character, the star artwork. I'll show it to you up close. This looks like a fruit bowl. I really love this deck. had trouble figuring out which would be Zoey and which would be Rumi. But I knew that I wanted Kuromi to be Mira. But yeah, this is also the back. So whichever draws to you most for that one. It's pile number 2. We've got the star, of course, for Rumi. And this is the Rainbow Tarot. And then the back artwork. With the back card. Then for Mira, it's been a while since I've watched it, so I kind of forgot. We have the star, which is part of the Luna's Kuromi Tarot deck. And there's the artwork, if you want to get a better look at it there. Okay, and I will give you a couple seconds here to choose. So yeah, pause the video if you have to. Just whichever deck draws you the most. Okay, I'll see you there. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So this is the very first tarot reading that I'm doing. And I am doing this with the Gourmet Tarot deck. If you chose Zoey or the Star artwork or the Gourmet Tarot deck, this is your reading. I'm trying to think of anything else that I might have missed or forgot to mention in the intro. If you want a breakdown of the reading, please go to the intro. And if you would like to purchase the extended when this is done, it should be available on Etsy. It might be available somewhere else. I am not sure yet. That will be in the description below. So the first part of this reading is going to be your energy check. I'm shuffling the deck off camera, and I am not very good. I'll just say right now, I'm not good at like the, what is it called? Stack shuffle or whatever. But I do take reversals, and like I said before, if I need any clarifiers, I will usually pull those as needed. But we'll see how things go. Might need to adjust my camera, and I know the shadow is in the way, but that's okay. I should be getting a new camera here soon for these types of readings. I'm very excited. All right, Spirit, please bring me into pile 1's collective energy and let me know what their energy is looking like as of right now. Again, this is a timeless reading. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning, so timeless reading, whenever you choose it. That looks like it came out reversed. Okay, so we got the 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. With the 8 of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed, upright, this is somebody who would be like perfecting their craft, being very disciplined. Reversed, it's a bit opposite than that. It's more burnout versus mental clutter. Burnout and mental clutter. Someone, you've been pushing yourself pretty hard based on these cards. So hard that the work you're doing doesn't feel worth it anymore. So it's kind of like you're building, like if you were building a YouTube channel and nothing's working, that sort of thing. Sounds familiar. So I do have a gaming YouTube channel, by the way. And it's not that it's not working. It's just that it's like, it's slow. But in this case, it just feels like you're kind of stuck. Like it just nothing seems to be working for you. Lots of overthinking, lots of self-criticism. I tried to pull up the guidebook for these 2 cards and for this whole deck, and it's being dumb, but it said this was like momos, like a steaming pile of momos. And I don't know what momos are. And then with the Queen of Swords, you have the watermelons. So, yeah, cold, cynical. Upright, it's the card of wisdom, mental clarity, but reversed, it means maybe being overly critical, miscommunication, harsh words, doubting your judgment. So you're someone who needs to take a break and give yourself grace. Okay? Because you are this. You're not just the watermelon pile. You're not just this. You're not. This is definitely overthinking. What is this? And while watermelon's good, you're more than that. You are this bowl of fruit and kiwi and banana and honey. So if that sounds like you, then this is your file for sure. All right, let's go through the rest of this reading here. Let's see, what do we got next? I'm just gonna have this up here so I can know where I'm going here next. All right, so Spirit, for pile one, who is super hard on themselves and overly critical and needs to take a freaking break. What advice do you have? What does their natural voice sound like? Let's cut through all the noise here. Okay, we got the Four of Wands. So far, so good. So far, so good. Your hidden layer. Oh, shoot. I got like a bunch of them. I'm just going to take this top one here. And go through the rest of them here. Six of Cups in reverse. And again, I do take reversals. Of course, I mean, the first two were reversals. And that's why I take them. Ooh, King of Cups. This is your, how others hear your voice. Spirit, what is pile one's collective voice's power? If I said that right. I am about to run out of storage. This wants to jump out. There we go. That one. The Page of Swords. Look at that. Oh my God, this is making me hungry. See how, I don't want to say lacking, but see how lacking these two cards are? And off the bat, we've got this freaking feast. Come on now. Come on. How you can use your voice. This is an important one. How do you use your voice? Spirit, how are they going to use their voice? How's pile one going to use their voice? Please and thank you. Right here. Ooh. Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. Oh my God. Pile one. I love this for you so much. Let me just say, and this is not me sugarcoating anything, you are a friggin' gem. So with the Four of Wands, good Lord, you are meant to be celebrated. You are just the bee's knees. I'm just saying, like, you are not meant to be wherever you are, whatever it is that's causing this burnout and this overthinking. Get rid of it. I mean, do take that with a grain of salt. Do what you need to do that's best for yourself, but find a way to come into your natural voice, which is, what is this anyway? This is why I wish I could pull this Gourmet tarot up. I'm getting mad. Let's see. Hang on. So, like I said here, I don't know what this is. I wish I did, but it's got green tea here. I do see that, or matcha, which is very heartwarming, very, 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 what's the word? Comforting. So you are somebody that definitely brings people together. You don't even have to try. You're just somebody who, when you walk into a room, people look at you. You command attention. Underneath that, with the Six of Cups reversed, the Six of Cups reversed tends to mean like nostalgia, bittersweet nostalgia. Deep down inside, you are clinging to the past, which I don't see that being a bad thing necessarily, but maybe that's something that has to do with your current energy. Like you've always, for example, maybe you've always had this idea. Like, for example, when growing up, you were like, I'm going to be a doctor when I grow up. And then you got to medical school, and medical school was not what you thought. You like threw up at the sight of a cadaver. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Again, take this with a grain of salt. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you don't go to medical school, that's not for you. But somewhere along the way, you decided that you were going to, no matter what, do whatever it is possibly that is called. Again, this is a collective reading, so it might not apply to all of you. You were going to do this and you pushed through, but something is just not giving. Okay. You're romanticizing the past, and you're romanticizing still what you thought you could be. When others hear your voice, holy shit. Sorry. I will say right now that I tend to cuss. So sorry if there are kids, little ones watching. I doubt there's a lot of little kids. Like, please, parents, check your YouTube. Check your kids' YouTube. But, you know, the King of Cups is like king of romance to me. King of Cups is like who you want to marry. So it's emotional maturity. It's, you know, being intuitive and with clarity. You're very, very, very self-aware. And others, so this is in the position where others see you. So people see you as marriageable material, basically, if you want to just say, you know, what it is. They see you as all that in the bag of chips, basically. Who says that anymore? Can you tell I'm a 90s girl, a 90s baby? So, yeah, people see you as someone who is both strong but soft. And they love that. Again, you're walking in with this aura about yourself, and you have so much to offer. And people pick up on that, sweetheart. People definitely pick up on that. I'm loving this Page of Swords here. See, this is a lobster. That's what I'm saying. Who does not love lobster? Like, okay. I mean, unless you're allergic to shellfish. Or is that a lobster? Is that shrimp or is that a lobster? I thought it was a lobster. But actually, now that I'm looking at it, that looks like shrimp. But still, that looks like good gourmet food, right? This Page of Swords. Your voice is power. You have the power to create ice cream. Page of Swords. You know, so basically what you're good at. Insight. You're intelligent. You're very sharp. See? The sharp edge. You ask all the right questions, basically. One thing that stood out to me when I was looking up, because yes, of course, I'm looking up stuff here. I'm not 100% I haven't 100% memorized the tarot, so a lot of times I have to kind of get some help from the good old internet. But something that stood out to me is on this tarot.com, it says that the Page of Swords is the tarot's student journalist, always asking questions. Again, I don't know what you do. I don't know what it is here that's causing you a lot of like mental anguish, but this is saying that I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you should go and be a journalist. Like, no, that's not, I mean, you might be, you should. But, something that, again, I don't want to tell you what to do with your life, but if you're here for, guidance, and your thing isn't working, it's obviously, and this resonates, it might be time for a change. So this is basically telling me, okay, my camera cut out. I am not sure how much that recorded. I ran out of room. I did lower the quality. So if this suddenly like drops in quality, I am so sorry. Hopefully it's not that big of a deal, but I guess I didn't even mean to record in that big of much quality anyway. So I don't remember. I'm not sure what I was saying. The Page of Swords, like I said, journalism. You're asking the right questions. You know how to communicate. You know how to be curious. You know how to stay ahead of the game. So this, your voice basically might be good for something of that nature. If you're asking, or if you're looking for guidance here in like your career, then that would be something. If it's like a romantic relationship, then maybe this is indicating that you need to start asking more questions of your partner. Whatever resonates, basically. This, then with the Page of Cups reverse, it's basically echoing the Page of Swords. Be vulnerable is what it's saying. Be honest with yourself. Again, it all kind of comes back to this. Like, you're not happy. What are you doing? Or maybe you are. But again, if you're not happy, if you are happy and you're like, this, Megan, this is crazy, you're tripping, like, I feel great, then obviously this pile isn't for you. You should have picked a different pile by now. But, something is just not working in your life. Be it in your relationship, in your career, you are pushing through noise and you are digging. There was something I read, actually, oh my God, this reminds me of something I read recently. I've been reading about not the law of attraction. I'm also reading a book about that, but I'm reading the law of detachment. And there's different things, different stories. And one of them was a story about a project manager, which is where I come from, project management in film. And the project manager was being so overly pushy with getting everything done that people were quitting. They were really good. It was a person that was really good at what they did, but they were being super pushy, not, working late nights, basically pushing through. You know what I mean? Pushing through the noise, pushing through the work, not sleeping, not eating. Everything revolved around work. People got tired of it. It wasn't working. And then finally he stopped. I think it was a he. He stopped and said, okay, I've got to do something different. And I think he took a different route to work that day and just said, called a meeting and was like, all right, this isn't working. What do we do? And, people shared their ideas. He was willing to listen. I can't remember exactly what it was that they ended up doing. But it was one of those situations where sheer willpower and hard work and pushing through made it worse. And that's what I'm seeing here. You have gifts. You are a gem. And you need to learn to use those gifts in the way that you're meant to. Whether it's by in your career, like asking the right questions, becoming a journalist, no. But I mean, it's just basically saying that don't hold back. Don't let insecurities hold you back. Don't let the need to push through everything prevent you from going after what you truly want. And you might know what this is. I would hope you know what this is. Your ice cream and your hot chocolate. You know, journalism was just a suggestion. It was just a possibility. So my advice, I'm gonna wrap this up for the main free reading for you guys. I want to get into the extended, but I will go ahead and say that you are, just to summarize, you're very powerful, and you have the ability to manifest anything you want. And again, something you're doing, like this project manager thing, he didn't completely change his career. He just found different ways to go about it. So maybe this isn't about you changing your career. Maybe it's just about you changing your approach to whatever it is you're doing. Because you're headed for burnout if you're not already there. And you know that. You know that. But I would encourage you, and I'm sure Spirit will also encourage you in the extended, to be a little bit softer. Soft but strong. And be vulnerable. Don't be afraid. A lot of people are just afraid to be vulnerable and let their soft side out. But don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to be who you are and be creative. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to be soft and emotional, I guess, and creative. I think that's the message that Spirit is trying to convey here. Sheer willpower and strength can only go so far. I don't know if I'm doing channel songs for you guys, but I have had golden stuck in my head, so that'll definitely be one of them. gonna be golden. So I'm gonna leave you guys here. I hope that helps if you're leaving me here with this with just the free reading. If not, I will see you in the extended. But if you're leaving me here, thank you guys so much. If you like this video, please like it. If you dislike it, go ahead and dislike it. I'm just going to say my same spiel that I say on my my gaming YouTube channel. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe and be sure to share this with your friends so that I can continue to grow and make better content for you guys. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose Rumi or the Rainbow Tarot deck, either you were drawn to the star artwork or the back of the tarot card, either way, fine, or all three, then this is your reading. So as I've mentioned in the intro, we are going to start out with a quick energy check, just a couple of cards to get to know where you're at right now. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Here it is again, just in case you forgot. So, and then we're going to be looking at your natural voice, hidden layer, how others hear you, voices, your voice's power, and how you use your voice. So, I feel like my phone is doing something weird. I don't know. It's also daytime, so if everything looks different, or if you happen to watch pile 1 already also, then you might notice things are a little different here. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and shuffle the cards off camera. I didn't mention this in the other one, but I am not good at the I don't really dealer shuffle, whatever the frick it's called. All right. One of these popped out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. We got the 2 of Wands in reverse. I really want to get something else here. Like 5 cards popped out at once, so I just took the one that landed on top. All right, Spirit, please turn me into pile 2's collective energy. And what is going on with them right now? The Magician reversed. I feel like this looks like Gale. This deck, I don't know if this deck was made before or after Baldur's Gate 3, but does that not look kind of like Gale? So that came out in reverse, and yes, I do take reversals pretty much in all my readings. I just like the variety. So right off the bat, with these 2 cards, I am getting that you are somebody who is kind of doubting yourself right now. There's a lot of fear of failure with the 2 of Wands showing up reversed. And a lot of self-doubt here, some imposter syndrome. You know, with the Magician, you have someone who practices magic, right? Upright, this can be someone who's really confident. And reverse, this is literally the definition of imposter syndrome. So you are just in a position right now where you might not be very keen to go outside of your comfort zone. There's some indecision. And this could be a reading for any area of your life. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last, I'm all over the place. This is my first reading, so forgive me. But I don't know if I mentioned this in the last pile or not, but this can be any area of your life. This can be love life. This could be career. This could be hobbies. This could be home, family, you know, literally anything. So if you're kind of in a stuck position where you're not feeling like you belong there and you're really just kind of scared, I guess, scared to take a leap, clinging to that comfort zone, then this is definitely your pile. So we're going to get a look and see what's going on here. What does your voice sound like? And what can you do to really be your natural, authentic self? Lots of fear of failure. And the only way we grow is we fail. So I'm going to just go ahead and tell you right off the bat, don't be afraid to fail. You're going to fail lots and lots of times. It's part of human nature. It's what makes us human. It's what makes us unique. It's what makes us grow. So this is your natural voice. You have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Spirit, what is their hidden layer up to their voice? Like, what's something that they don't know that might be something that serves them now or in the future? So the 7 of Wands. Very interesting. I like that. I love the artwork. I'm very big on rainbows. How is my storage? messing up again. Every time. So I might get cut off. Oh, hello. I'm going to take this card. Not all of these, just this one. This is how others view you. Sorry, I had to laugh. You might be kind of shy. You might be kind of a shy, introverted person. Or others may think that you're a shy, introverted person. This is, Spirit, what's this person's power? Like, what is their voice's power, and what can they do with it? So, Strength reversed. Don't get too scared about the reversal there. We'll interpret it. And how can they best use their voice? So Judgment. Ooh, that is good. That's really good. This is interesting. Is this like... See, now I'm getting worried that I might have bought a deck that has AI. Because I'm like, what is happening in this? Why does the trombone look like that? It's like the parting of the sea. But they're people. I don't know. I really hope that this deck is not an AI deck. Let me know. Let me know if that's what this is, because I won't use it anymore. But I love this picture. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Some of it does and some of it doesn't. You know what I mean? Let me just adjust this here. This is all kinds of... Okay, there we go. It's all kinds of messed up. There. All right. So let me kind of go through what we got here. Okay, I got cut off. I actually cut myself off. I didn't mean to do that. So with the Two of Swords, normally upright, it can indicate like a stalemate, indecision. Reversed, it's the opposite. So you're somebody who does not fuck around. To put it bluntly. Because it's kind of weird, like this part here is showing that you are very hesitant, right? Or you're maybe in a place right now where you're hesitant, but deep down inside, you do not fuck around. Hang on one second. Okay, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to redo this recording, but there we go. So yeah, deep down inside, you don't fuck around. So the Seven of Wands, I'm really curious here. So, like I said before, you are in a place where you're just in not a very confident space. But with the Two of Swords reversed, you know that you are good at cutting through the noise. You know that I think something must have happened along the way that made you feel stuck. And you just feel not very confident, like you don't feel like you once did. That's the vibe I'm getting. The Seven of Wands, your hidden factor here. You're very guarded. You're a very guarded person on the inside. You know your boundaries. You know how to stay strong when pressure is on. You know how to make decisions. You know, you're good at, I would say, maybe someone who's good at leading even. But something has happened to cause you to be kind of iffy. You know what? I kind of want to know. What is it that caused you to be iffy? What caused you... I'm gonna pull a clarifier for your, this is not something I did with pile one, but I really want to know, like, what caused you, because I don't get the vibe that you're normally not confident. I don't get the vibe that you're normally stuck, you know what I mean? Like, you're normally not that kind of person. So, I want to know, like, why are you scared all of a sudden? Spirit, why is pile 2 scared? Why is pile 2, what happened to make pile 2 so iffy? So here's our clarifier. The 8 of Pentacles. And I do apologize because I do have to kind of check sometimes for meanings. I know some things like the Hermit and Strength and, you know, the Lovers, the Star, but I still do have to kind of look up interpretations. So if I get quiet, that's probably why. Although I probably will edit all the quiet parts out. Interesting. And this isn't for every one of you. This is only for, you know, maybe a few of you. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I think you're a perfectionist. I think you like to rush things too. And I know that because I am. It's like you want to see progress, you know? I think that's what this is. This is saying. You want to see the progress, and when you don't see the progress, you lose hope. You know, a lot of times progress is slow and it's not visible. Think of like, okay, I had a baby 3 months ago, right? And 3 months ago, she was this little tiny thing and now she's huge. You know what I mean? But I don't see the changes that she goes through every single day. I don't see those changes every single hour. But if I look back at pictures from 3 months ago, I'm like, holy hell, that's not my baby anymore. My baby is big. She's smiling. She's cooing. You're that baby. You are that baby. You don't see the progress, so you lose hope. You don't know how well you're doing. And I get it. I'm the same way. But you know deep down inside you're a very confident person. You don't mess around. You don't take nonsense. You know your boundaries. You don't take nonsense. You know your boundaries. You're able to make decisions. You're able to lead. You can assert yourself. You stay strong in the face of pressure. But it's exhausting, right? Other people see you as the Hermit. The Hermit is exactly what it sounds like. The Hermit is somebody who stays at home. They're a homebody. They don't go out much. They're very introspective. They require solitude. This is the embodiment of the introvert. So whether you are an introvert or not, people see you that way. People see you as kind of keeping to yourself. You know, you might feel like you're going out, you're doing things, and you might even feel like a very loud, outgoing person. You might be. But if you're guarded, like the 7 of Wands says you are, then other people see that and think that maybe you're not as expressive as you should be. Not that you should be. Everyone's different. But other people do see you as a someone who keeps to themselves. And that's not a bad thing. You keep a mystery about you. You keep people guessing. Some people will like that and some people won't. The people that appreciate it are your true friends. You don't need to change for anyone. So, what's your voice's power? How can you use your voice? Where can you go from here? We got Strength reversed. Strength upright is exactly what it sounds like. You're grounded, you're rooted in compassion. You're not the lion. You're taming the lion. Some days you might be the lion, but most of the time, you're the one taming the lion. Reversed, though. You're good at being strong when you don't feel strong. You're good at putting on a face. That's not a great thing, but it's the qualities of a leader. You know, when things are chaotic and everyone's screaming and being crazy. And, there's a million things. Think of a newsroom, right? I used to work in a newsroom, so that's what I'm thinking. That's why I'm thinking of a newsroom. Breaking news happens. I'll even pull an example from my past. Breaking news. Little girl who's been missing for weeks, months even, is suddenly found. Everyone's jumping on their computers. Everyone's pulling their camera equipment. This person needs to go to this site. This person needs to go here. We need an interview with this person. We need this. Call the police chief. Call them, PO. PO? Was that it? Person, the office, the public information, PIO, I think, public information officer. Call them, get them on the phone, get some cameras set up, go live. Everyone's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But you're that news director over in the corner like, let's go. You have that straight face on. You're like, let's go, let's do this. It's funny because the last one I used journalist as an example of where you can use your voice. Asking questions is what it was. And this one is you're obviously a natural born leader. But you're impatient as all get out. Judgment is also here, and that also tells me all I need to know because, what do you think about when you think of judgment? You're literally judging somebody, right? Literally judging. I don't like this trumpet. That looks weird to me. That doesn't look natural. Definitely questioning this deck, but whatever. All I gotta say is be careful when you buy stuff online because there's lots of AI crap out there. This is interesting. What I'm reading on here, it says you're not who you used to be, and that's the point. I like that. You have grown. You have perfectionist tendencies. You have impatience. You tend to want to see progress. But deep down inside that you are a leader and you know how to be a leader and you know how to lead. It's Judgment Day. This is also screaming leader to me because, again, you put on that brave face. You know how to lead. You can bring clarity to situations that have gone on for too long. You know how to speak the truth. You know how to get people to speak the truth. Cut through the noise and fix things that need to be fixed, right? You know how to lead. And again, take it with a grain of salt. Leave what doesn't resonate. Take what does. If you're just not, you're like, no, Megan, I'm not a leader. I'm a follower. I've never wanted to lead. I've never wanted to do that. I have been in a position where I was always like, I'm not a people person. Like, I'm not a people leader, like a people manager. I'm a project manager. I can manage things. I don't like to manage people. But eventually I kind of learned that I did, not like to, but I'm good at. But just because you're good at something doesn't mean that you have to do it, You're good at cutting through the noise. You're good at cutting through the noise and bringing clarity to situations that may be seeming cloudy to other people. You don't sugarcoat stuff. When you need to be direct, you're direct. So that's pretty much the gist of it. You are a natural born leader is, I guess, the summary here. And just because, stuff doesn't come through right away or progress isn't visible, doesn't mean that you're not getting where you need to go. You're on the right path, I would say. You just need to trust the process and trust the universe. I am still getting a notification. I got cut off again, but I think I fixed it. Maybe. My phone is a Google Pixel and takes big videos, big pictures. I don't know how to fix it. So, I mean, I've fixed it as much as I can. But anyway, so long story short, you know how to cut through the noise. You know how to cut through confusion, and you know what's right and what's wrong. You just, like all human beings, have impatience and don't like it when you can't see your progress. But I do promise you, there is progress there. Keep going. I just heard keep going. All right, well, I'm going to leave this here. And if you're leaving me here, thank you so much for watching. If you're joining me in the extended, I will have a link to that below in the description. It should be on Etsy, but there may be another place that the extended will be. I'm not sure yet. So, but if you are leaving me here, then thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it. If you dislike it, go ahead and dislike it. Doesn't matter to me none. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe and be sure to share this with your friends so that I can continue to grow and make better content for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Oops, hang on one second. There we go. All right. Oops. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose Mira or the artwork on the Star of Luna's Kuromi deck tarot, or this artwork on the back, whichever one you felt drawn to the most, then this is your pile and this is your reading. So let's get started. So this is what does your voice sound like? Okay, Pop Demon Hunters kind of themed. And I just want to note that I do take reversals in my readings, so there will be some of those, quite possibly. But we're going to start out with an energy check, just to make sure you're on the right pile and you're feeling the correct way. Okay, this deck, it does not say cups, but I can just tell. This is the 3 of Cups. Ooh. Right off the bat, you are in a good place. So if you're not in a good place, well, I mean, you're in a very friendly place. I'll just say that. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if this doesn't sound like you at all, shoot, that came out sideways. I'm going to go there. If this doesn't sound like you at all, holy crap, okay, then, you know, this is probably not your pile. So we've got 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Girl, you are into your boo and your friends right now. Like, that's the best way I can describe your energy, is you are relationship galore. So the first thing that I'm gonna guess that you put your friends, you know, first. Bros before hoes, right? And if you're not a girl, I'm sorry, but you know, I'm saying that it's a gender neutral girl, you know what I mean? Boy, non-binary. So you're celebrating your connections right now. You're celebrating your friends, you're celebrating your loved ones, you're celebrating your family, you're celebrating your significant other. You are happy. And again, if you're not happy, you know, this might not be your pile, but you are just, you've got some good people on your side. I'll just say that. You are in a good place. You've got lots of friends, lots of support from everyone, I would say. Not just significant others, not just friends, maybe family. Again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Family can also be your chosen family. Doesn't have to be your actual family. I know as I'm recording this, we are coming right off of Thanksgiving and the holidays, coming up to Christmas. So a lot of people out there do not get along with their families, and I respect that, and I am totally, I am totally fine with, you know, adding that to the list. So if you're just one of those people, but if you aren't, then, you know, good for you. If you are, then good for you. Either way, you've got some good friends on your side. So we're going to get right into the reading if this energy check resonates with you. And the first thing that came out was the Ten of Cups for your natural voice. My goodness. No wonder you were all about those relationships. Reversed. Did I really just count? 8 of Wands. Reversed 8 of Wands for what's hidden underneath your natural voice. So what you might not know, your natural voice is your Ten of Cups. That is what your, you know, the core of your personality. And then what is hidden underneath is the 8 of Wands reversed. This is how others might view you. Page of Cups reversed. And as I've mentioned in the others, I don't do the shuffle. If you want to see me shuffle on camera, that's the best you're gonna get. I'm doing it off camera. I'm sorry. Hopefully I'll have a better setup here soon. But for now, what you see is what you get. So this is your voice's power. These last 2 cards will kind of go with one another. This is what your voice has the power to do with the 2 of Swords. And then how you can use your voice. So these are a little bit, I've been reading these kind of together. Ooh, Strength reversed. We just got Strength reversed in our last reading too, so there might be some messages for you in both piles, both 2 and 3. Depending, you can ask about one part of your life in this pile. And again, I mentioned this I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but this is timeless reading, and it is a all-inclusive reading, whether you're asking about your career, you're asking about your love life, or asking about your hobbies, family, whatever it is, even if it's just all of it, you will know where it resonates. This is looking kind of like relationship-y kind of, what you're asking about is I feel like it's relationships. But again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So your natural voice. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is the card of wish fulfillment. It is literally the happy ever after. Deep down at your core, you believe in happily ever afters. You believe in abundance and people. You believe in harmony. You believe in belonging. You believe in making people feel safe and united. Maybe you're a good host, right? We're about to do Friendsgiving this Saturday. We do it every year, and we literally have people coming from out of town, like flying in. You know, we try to make people feel welcome. You definitely make people feel welcome. People want to be around you. People are drawn to you. You are a magnet for relationships. That might be exhausting depending on your personality and depending on whether you're an extrovert or an introvert. But you have some good people on your side. The 8 of Wands reversed as your hidden layer. And I've mentioned this in the others. I do have to kind of look up some of these cards and their meanings because I'm not completely versed in all of them. The 10 of Cups, I got that. I've got the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. I'm good in the cups. But some like the wands and stuff, I still have to kind of look up for a little bit of help here and there, but it's fine. So with the 8 of Wands reversed, that kind of points to like delays, right? Because with the 8 of Wands, it's very swift. Wands are swift. Wands mean fast travel, right? Like you're in World of Warcraft and you're fast traveling to someplace. Something, I don't know. This K-pop Demon Hunters, Megan. But when we think of reversals, we think of opposites. So if the 8 of Wands in upright is quick, then the 8 of Wands in reverse is slow. So that's not a bad thing. You're the turtle. That's the best way I can interpret this. Look at her. Look at her writing on this. How cute is that? You're the turtle. in the turtle versus the hare, right? You believe in slowing down. You may not realize that, but you know what is, deep down inside, you know what is help me out, Spirit. What is right here? You know what is, the word's always on the tip of my tongue. I hate my mom brain. You know what is valuable in life, right? While everyone else is out there rushing. Oh my God, the song. Okay, that song. Is it Natasha Bedingfield? I don't know. What the one where she's singing about how they're sitting in a bar watching people wash their cars on their lunch break. Go, 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 go. Right? You're the person sitting in that bar drinking a beer while everyone else is drinking coffee. And I'm sorry if you don't drink, but while everyone else is drinking coffee, you're drinking a beer or tea. You're drinking an herbal tea. You're drinking, everyone else is doing, just that, this is a vicious thought. Everyone else is doing coke and you're doing marijuana. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if kids are watching this. I should not use that, but it's true. You are the slow one, and that's a good thing. You know what's good in life. You know when and how to slow down. Page of Cups reversed. I'm really curious here. How do people view you? How do others hear your voice, I should say? So upright, the Page of Cups. Well, let's look at this. Upright, she's kind of looking at this cup and there's a fish and she's like, what's happening? Reversed, it's going to be the opposite. Upright, emotional curiosity. Again, I'm looking this up. I'm so sorry. I'm not a professional. I am. I've been doing this for so long, but I still need to look up everything up. Not everything. Again. Upright, emotional curiosity. So, this says reversed emotional immaturity, but I'm not getting that, Emotional curiosity means, in my opinion, that you want to learn. But in the opposite, it means that you already kind of know. That you're already emotionally mature. But it could also mean emotional immaturity. That's a little broad, if I'm going to go with both. For the majority of you, people see you as an emotionally mature person. But there may be some of you where people view you and they think, okay, I'm thinking Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps. Aaron Hansen is a successful businessman, but if you just heard him on the Game Grumps or whatever, you would think, oh my God, that is a man-child because of the way he makes jokes, makes, toilet humor and stuff like that. So maybe on a surface level, people might view you as immature. But the people that know you know that you are the GOAT. You know what I mean? They know that you don't take life too seriously, and that's a good thing. I love that. I love that so much. It seems like emotional immaturity. That seems like such a bad thing, but it's not, in my opinion. It seems like if it's not that you're emotionally immature. It's that you just know you have a sense of humor that might be different from other people. You know how to joke around. You know how to let loose. That's what I'm thinking. that means. I hear that you're in my head, I just heard that you're the life of the party. That you're the jester of the party. And that's how people tend to view you. The Two of Swords. This is for your voice's power. Upright is a very quiet, introspective card. You can see she's got this little, bow headband on. There's fallen leaves, a moon. She can't see, but that's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes here that it shows up when you're caught between two choices, two perspectives, two different intense feelings, and you're like, I don't know what to do. So I'm not going to do anything. Indecision is still a decision. But as far as your voice's power, your power is being able to observe your neutrality. You have a way to see both sides. It's not that you're stuck between two sides. It's that you can see things from both sides. You're a very centrist kind of person, which makes you really good, it makes sense if you're popular and you've got lots of different friends and lots of different, connections. Not everyone can like you, but you have a sense of pleasing everybody, I guess, to a degree. Not everyone's going to like you. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. You can help others see the truth clearly to choose for themselves. How you can use your voice, strength reversed. And again, this came out in the last reading as well. You're good at being honest. You're good at pushing through the noise. You know that people don't need to be strong all the time. That there's a time and a place for strength. And sometimes, it ain't it. And you are there for people. It's why people gravitate toward you. It's why I was sensing that you're just like a people magnet. People might come to you a lot and be like, I am sad. I need advice. You are their shoulder to cry on. And they love that about you. You are a great listener. You don't have to force yourself to be strong. And you know that. And you like to teach that to other people. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Man, I want to know who this is. Who are you that you attract literally anybody and everybody to your side? And you are the life of the party. But you know when to pull it in. You diffuse I get the feeling that you diffuse situations by being humorous. That's kind of something that I do. Like if I'm in a very awkward situation, I'll make jokes. I make jokes when I'm uncomfortable. Not everybody likes that. But the real ones know you. And that's all that matters. So, and if you want to follow me to the extended reading, we're going to get some guides, some messages from your higher self and your guides and the home, what they wish for you to know, what you need to stop, and then you get a yes or no question of your choosing, and a when will blank happen. So if you want to follow me there, the link should be in the description below. Should be on Etsy and maybe one other platform. Not sure yet, but we'll see. But if you're leaving me here, then thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to give you my outro that I do on my gaming channel. Please check it out if you have a chance. If you like this video, please like it. If you dislike it, go ahead and dislike it. Doesn't matter to me none. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to this channel and my gaming channel if you're interested in that. And be sure to share this with your friends so that I can continue to grow and make better content for you guys. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.